So you guys asked me to record number 2, so here you go. We are going to factor all 4 parts here, and since the first one is an n squared and n in a number, we're going to unfoil it, is a good way to think of it. So no coefficient in front of n, which is nice. We need numbers of that. I'm going to play a little MAM game. Multiply to negative 90. Multiply to negative 90, but add up to negative 1. Negative 9 and 10 gives me a positive 1. Negative 10 and positive 9 gives me a negative 1. So this is going to be a minus 10 and a plus 9. On the bottom here, we have just 2 terms. So I'm going to take out a greatest common factor, which is 4n, and that leaves me with n minus 6. And I'm going to sneak down to the bottom here, and then we're going to go up to that top one. So this bottom one down here, again, it's an unfoiling type of factoring. So numbers that multiply to give you 80, but multiply to give you 80, but add up to give you a negative 18. And 8 and 10 jump right out at me. I hope they jump out at you. So negative 8, negative 10. And then this guy, because this first term right here is negative, we need to factor out a negative 1, which is going to force us to change all of our signs. Okay, and if you don't do that, you're going to find it hard to factor it, quite possibly. So we're going to have a negative 1, and then we're going to normally factor this guy, which is the unfoiling type of factoring. Okay, so numbers that multiply to give us a negative 48, but add up to give us a negative 14. So let's see, 4 and 12. Nope, got to be a little bit closer together than that. So how about 6 and 8? That works. So negative 6 and negative 8. Then we get to cancel things out. So we've got an x minus 8 and an x minus 8. We've got an n minus 10 and an n minus 10. We've got an n minus 6 and an n minus 6, which leaves us with negative 1, n plus 9, over 4n. And then we can just distribute this negative 1. So numerator should be distributed. Denominators can stay factored, even though this one doesn't need to stay factored. Okay? And there you go. Please remember that when it is division, you are going to flip the second one, and when you're adding and subtracting, you need a common denominator. I tried to write you a bunch of notes all over your review. And you should have the formulas for your quiz. If you do not, please ask Ms. Norton.